we say it in my country, like, you know, like music is like the soul of the people, but hip hop is like the voice of the people. Like, you know, like what people, hip hop is saying what the people not been saying, and they need to say.
In order to understand the power of hip hop as a potential tool of empowerment, I decided to talk to some people who have been directly involved and influenced in positive ways by its cultural attributes. An urban artist, a team of fashion entrepreneurs with a mission, and a performer who helped pioneer the culture by being the first hip hop recording artist on the West Coast and founding the first official breakdance group in Los Angeles.
So it was a new way to party. Actually, if you think about it, like every day, 9 to 5, going to work or struggling to make ends meet and stuff like that, and taking care of your family. On the weekend, you and your lady could go on out and have a good time with people who like the same type of thing, this new music that come along, which was hip hop. It was a way for people who could not sing, could not play basketball, and I'm talking about low income, minorities, basically black, Latino, okay, or anybody, but back then, this was a way, theoretically, a white person could go out and get a job much easier than a black person. I mean, this was a theory back then, okay, unless you had some kind of special training or degrees or something like that. Without that, if you had 2 turntables and a microphone, you could now make a living.
For me, growing up was what I took from hip hop was the mentality, like the mentality that you are, your environment is not the best, and you're limited on resources, and there's a lot of things going on that you'd rather not see. So part of that mentality was like, well, you got to survive, and so then you try to focus on something that has nothing to do with all the negative side of the outside world, right? So hip hop, you're listening to the music, and you just focus on either your craft. So in my case was art. So, I decided I'm just gonna paint. So from hip hop, it's like, well, you gotta make it, right? So that's how I see it.
I grew up like in Dominican Republic. I grew up like in the capital, straight in the capital. Like, is a little struggle. Like everything happened for a reason. If we struggle, it was for something. And even in the music, like when we do music, like we're struggling a lot in the way like the people don't understand what we're doing. Like it's a country they just know about merengue, bachata, and all this stuff. And we came with this thing, with this hip hop, and people don't understand what we was doing. But
Tony has used his love for hip hop to help fuel his dreams, to travel the world, to meet people, to connect people, to help people develop relationships, and also to pursue their dreams.
Art is an expression, right? What's going on inside of you. So yeah, whatever's going around you, your environment, your home life, whatever you're experiencing, art is a direct expression of all that. It's just getting filtered right through you. So then whatever you express is, that's what's happening. And then in turn, it's a cycle, because then when you're expressing and you're doing the painting, then somebody else sees what you're doing, and then they can relate, like, yeah, I went through that too, like, oh yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, when I used to listen to hip hop, they gave me an inspiration to know that I wasn't by myself. Like I was, there's other people that are going through the struggles that I'm going through. Being raised by a single mom, a bunch of kids moving all over the place trying to survive. So in the music, it shares how bad things are and how they overcome their situation, right? So for me, the mentality was like, yeah, you're gonna have to be strong in your situation, and then overcome your obstacles in a positive way, of course, right? Doing your own expression. So art, I focused on art, like how hip hop focuses on the music, but I did it in my expression through art.
And to me, helped me a lot. That's all I do in every aspect in life, like, you know, like the way that I want to take my life, the way that the route that I want to take, the things that I want to do, like, you know, how grow to be a better man, like, you know, how be a better everything, like, you know, like you just gotta take the good thing and put the bad thing in the side.
It's taken me places I never would have thought it would take me. There are people who, in the early days, actually, when I had my LA Breakers, the mayor at the time and a couple other politicians called on us, including the NAACP, political organizations, to come and perform at their benefits or their events, simply because they wanted to get young people involved in the struggle. And the best way to attract young people is with whatever type of music or whatever they like. So the LA Breakers in 1983 and 84, we did a pile of charitable stuff. We did things for the Cancer Society, the Great American Smokeout, which was also in Inglewood to stop people from smoking. People used us and called upon us. I never charged any of them. All I did was tell each organization that we performed for, every charity, I want a letter certifying that we performed for your event. Ended up with a stack of them this thick. Which in September of '84, I was able to send the whole stack to Jerry Lewis, and he flew us out to do the Jerry Lewis telethon. We had become big time. So we were able to attract attention to political causes and to charities that were trying to help people medically. So hip-hop has a great impact then and now on the ability to attract young people to whatever your message is about.
Hip hop gave you the mentality that, you know, you gotta participate in your own rescue. You know, you gotta, you know, you have to take, you know, your life in your own hands, and you have to hustle, right? You have to like just work for what you know. You have to fight for your life. You have to really survive. You have to figure it out. And if you could do it through art and through music, I mean, what better way? You know, something positive.
I mean, it's really, you can go or search all over the internet and see the impact we've had on the world as a culture, our own language, our own dance, our own music. You see what I'm saying? So young people have to learn the history, because if they've adopted this as their way of life, if you adopt jazz as your way of life, wouldn't you want to know who Miles Davis was? John Coltrane? You see what I'm saying? People who are long dead, but who've left a legacy of music and a history that you can get back to and learn what they went through to produce that beautiful music that they love now. That would inspire you to go ahead and try to take it to another level, which is what's happening now.
Hip-hop empowers people in so many ways, and as far as being able to feel people's passions, in general, we all know that music is a unifier. Music connects us all in so many ways. And again, when something speaks truth to you, then you can take that alongside your passion, alongside your dreams, and you get in your zone.
You know, that you're inspiring people to achieve and be what they want to be. Follow your dreams. I always say this to everybody who asks me, because you get a lot of these, give me some advice, Disco Daddy. Dream big. Dreams do come true.